Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt. This is Callum Rifle TV in association with MTK Global. It's Ben Formella Fight Week here back in the veteran bubble. Delighted to be joined on my left by Mr. KIERAN. To my right, there's a few more tattoos, I think. Ridings.
Ridings, yeah. Very distinctive. Mate? Yeah, I'm good, you?
Absolutely wonderful, thank you very much. Start with you, Ben. Huge opportunity for you on a huge platform against Smith. So talk to me about that.
Obviously it's massive. I didn't think I was going to fight this year. I was supposed to be in obviously the Ultimate Boxer competition. And obviously that fell through because we both tested positive for COVID. We didn't have any symptoms, but it is what it is. We thought we would have, well, we knew we would have had Chile in the first round based on his performance of 100%. But obviously because we've had COVID, we couldn't fight. We went home, didn't think I was going to fight, and then the phone call fell through then to fight Jez Smith.
KIERAN, yeah, obviously from that disappointment to where you are now.
Mad circumstances. So obviously in last year he had something dodgy with his eye test. He had to go and get a specialist report. Cost £400. Then he had to. Then just before my show, he got put back again. So he ended up doing an exhibition in June 2019. That was his last time he was in the ring for ring time. Yeah, we've sort of allowed him to grow up in his weight. He was only 19-20 when he was fighting his first 3 professional fights. He's 22 years old now. He's been sparring Callum Smith. Been doing really good sparring. Loads of rounds with Callum every week. And yeah, buzzing, mate. We've got this opportunity. It could come out of the blue. Ross from Matchroom had texted me, said they're looking for a cruiserweight. I said, I didn't even see the message, so 2 days later I texted him after the weekend. I texted him and said, sorry mate, I didn't see the message. He said, yeah, we're still interested in putting a fight on, like, and I said, well, I've got Ben Ridings here, he's a super middleweight and he's a top fighter, and he was like, look, would you fight Jez Smith? I'm like, look, I looked at the text message, it took me 3 seconds to decide, yeah, I'll fight Jez Smith, you know what I mean? He's going to win on Saturday.
So, Ben, you've been out, obviously, sparring without, said that as if you were abroad. You're not. No, you've been sparring Callum Smith, so you may be the secret weapon to a potential win against Canelo.
Yeah, it's obviously like Keir said, I've been out the ring for about over a year and a half now, and when I got the call to spar Callum Smith, obviously I was like, yeah, definitely 100%, but I thought it was only a one-time thing, but then that one time turned into the week after, and it was just a continuous thing, so I'm coming on leaps and bounds.
You don't get invited back to Joe's if you can't hack it, you know what I mean? So like, if you're good enough, he'll ring you back. But if you didn't last 2 minutes, and obviously you don't get that phone call back, but he's been there every week, so yeah, we've been buzzing. I'd like to thank Joe for that opportunity as well.
How would you describe that sparring with Callum Smith, Ben?
Obviously his boxing fundamentals are second to none. I'm actually learning how to box rather than just have a scrap every week with some random lad that comes down to the gym. My boxing's come on leaps and bounds. Obviously my come forward fighting, everything, my actual boxing on the outside, it's perfect. Not only that, we're inspiring Marcus Morrison, Jose Burton, all the names in the gym.
Liam
so
Smith as well.
obviously there's a good weight category there for me.
So obviously the fight with Canelo was only announced a couple of days ago, but while you were sparring him, in his mind, is he kind of he's training for Canelo?
He's been training. Like, Joe said. I said to Joe, said like, well, has he got anything coming up? He's like, look, no, he's just training for Canelo. Like, that's it. He's just been training for Canelo for all year. So.
Always think with sparring partners for such a big fight, like everyone's kind of played their part if everything goes well. Do you know what I mean? So it's like a team effort.
Yeah, 100%. If it goes well or it doesn't go well, you know what I mean. I think like everyone plays the part anyway, and the experience of it all, even for Callum Smith, going over to the States, fighting the best pound for pound in the world, you know, it's just second to none for him. You know, as a young lad, actually, I was on the England team with Callum Smith, and to see how well he's gone from there, it's unreal, mate, you know.
You're right in what you're saying. Even if it doesn't go how it's meant to go, you want to still play the part. You're absolutely spot on in saying that. Jez Smith, obviously coming off the back of defeats to Samuel Antwi and also Kevin Drago. So yeah, I mean, seen much of Jez Smith over the years. Ben?
I don't know anything about him. I say this all the time. I didn't know who Jelly was. I called him Zach Jelly at first. I did on the first interview. I called him Zach Jelly. I don't know boxing. I'm a local Berry lad, obviously from Manchester. I'm a family man and I like to fight, and being in the gym keeps me sane, and obviously when the opportunities come knocking it's even better. I'm always training, always going to be on point, and I can only learn from the experience.
Listening to Eddie Hearn talk about kind of how this fight, and also there's another fight on here which is a great fight between Sean Kearns and Liam Davies, but he said with this fight he wanted kind of somewhat, obviously there was a couple of dropouts. They were ringing around the matchmakers and asking like, who basically wants to tear up.
That's it. That's the phone call we got, and you know, obviously myself, I'm that sort of kid that I've always been that sort of fighter who would do that myself. I would have jumped into a fight straight away if I got the opportunity. So for my own fighters, I'm like, look, I put Ben's name straight in the hat. Within, like I said, we tested positive within quarantine. I know what he's fit. I was like, we're trained for 10 months for that last competition, what didn't end up coming off, and then to get the opportunity to get straight back in there. Look, he's ready. You know what I mean? Got another session tonight, another bit of pad work and that, and he's ready for his opponent. You know what I mean? It's going to be a good fight for him. And look, we're not bothered about our experience and stuff like that. The kid don't mean shit. Get in the ring, and Ben Rydens is a strong super middleweight. He's been sparring big guys. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Okay, well I think we've got a press conference due to begin very shortly. So Ben, have you got anything you'd like to add before we finish?
Just thank you to my sponsors, Alpha Aesthetics and Home. They provided my fight shorts, Home design and building. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much to KIERAN and obviously all the hard work that we both put in.
Are you fully covered under there?
Not fully, I've got bits and bobs, but you'll be seeing more on my face and everything in the near future, mate. My mum doesn't approve, as you could imagine, but it's all good.
Addictive. Yeah.
Don't forget to tune into Brew and Biscuits.
Absolutely not. How can we forget Brew and Biscuits? KIERAN, Farrell, Ben Rydens, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. Wish you the best of luck this weekend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.